Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Before we continue the analysis, this video is brought to you by Bydfi. By using my KG trading referral link or code in the description below, new user can unlock exclusive bonuses on Bydfi. Here's how it works. Deposit, take your first trade, and unlock your bonus. Deposit $100 and get 50 USDT. Deposit 1,000 and get 200 USDT. Or deposit 20,000 and get 2,000 USDT in bonuses. On top of that, by using the KG trading referral, you'll also get VIP 3 level, meaning significantly reduced trading fees from day one. The offer isn't done yet. For every $1 million you trade on Bydfi, you earn $130 in Bitcoin with rewards up to $2,500. Don't miss this deal with Bydfi. Deposit bonuses, lower fees, and extra Bitcoin rewards. Don't forget to check the link in the description below. So we are looking at Ethereum at the 4 hours chart here to see what we have and what we might expect. So we still in our double 1-2. As I mentioned yesterday, we have two possibilities here unfolding. Whether we are in double 1-2 and we're looking for 3-4-5-4-5 continuation toward the upside, or we are looking here at a triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, and the wave E might still be unfolding there to open for a wave 5 still toward the downside, which it might be, of course, still bearish, and of course can invalidate our bullish scenario by taking the low at the 2,112. However, currently we are looking therefore for higher prices in both case scenarios. Whether we are in a triangle, you're looking for wave E, in a zigzag ABC, or we are looking here at a double 1-2, and then of course you would like to see a wave 3, meaning several 1-2 potentially internally in the micro. We're gonna check this and looking for a wave 3 to reach, of course, the highs and a new high even. Now, currently, of course, I'm looking for a confirmation for higher, which is, of course, inside this area. And, of course, in case we take this following price, which is, of course, the 3,462, I would say here, or even a little bit higher, $3,475 would be a perfect confirmation that we are pushing for higher here to take the high, of course. And that means, of course, you are potentially in double 1-2. However, if the price stays inside, of course, this momentum for the triangle there, you might be very likely here in a potential triangle still, of course, that it is unfolding in a wave E. So basically, I would like to see, of course, on the micro level, of course, continuation of an impulse upward here. And especially, of course, that we are looking at something impulsive already, where we see, of course, potential wave 1 and then wave 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another, of course, impulse, which it can be also another wave 2 and then 3, 4, and a 5. Can be, of course, the wave 1, 2 here for the wave 3, 4, and a 5 in case we are bullish, very bullish. But don't forget as well that this can transform also to a something as a zigzag, wave A, wave B, and then wave C somehow for a wave E. Don't forget the triangle, that it should be, of course, a zigzag there, A, B, C, D, and an E, and then, of course, pushing for lower after all. So basically, higher prices are still expected, I would say, for Ethereum. Knowing that internally on the 15-minute chart, it is facing a little bit of troubles here, where we have a 1, 2, 3, and also the wave 3 is looking a little bit choppy there, also, especially, of course, that we have kind of like... I would say it even didn't took the wave 1, so it's a still, of course, perfect impulse there. That's very weird, honestly, because I see here an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, extended wave 1, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1. So yeah, is it a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as expected already in the higher time frame? So yes, it can be another 1, 2 there, and 1, 2 probably, or simply continuation toward the upside directly in several 1, 2s. So if this is gonna play as kind of like, even I cannot call it diagonal because the wave 4 has to interfere with the zone 1. So I cannot call it anything else there rather than an impulse. It's a very weird one, by the way. but still can be double 1-2 maybe internally. Yeah, and we're looking to something here as 1-2-1-2 and then explosion toward the upside for Ethereum. So that would be very interesting, of course. And don't forget that as for 1-to-1 fib level here, we have already we are looking, of course, for the 1-to-1 potentially in case that it is a zigzag at the 3070. So in case that we are finishing up here, maybe wave 5 can be, of course, around the 3000 in precision inside, of course, also this target that it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Basically, this one can be, of course, a potential wave C there expanding flat. If you remember, also is there is a possibility of an A, B, and a C as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyway, the target as a zigzag and as an expanding flat are, of course, in the same area. So we gotta be careful there. Of course, it might be an area to be watched there for a retracement. So we'll see what's gonna happen for Ethereum. Now, in case that we break those areas, by the way, because those two areas are both corrective, meaning ABC, you push down, zigzag, you push down, right? If this area will be broken, meaning above the $3,100 for Ethereum, that means, of course, a massive wave 3 might unfold toward the upside. I would like to see the price decisively, of course, pushing for higher there, which it can be, of course, something really, really bullish there for wave 3. So let's watch, of course, our 3,100 here for Ethereum in case we want to move bullish. If we take a look also at the KGT for Ethereum, very nice signal there. Of course, we see a lot of pressure, but they are all failing here with the selling. So very clear strengths for the bulls here, and we're still bullish. Invalidation for the bearish. The price took the high. And of course, we are looking at something really bullish still. So very interesting for Ethereum. It's a confirmation here that yes, we are pushing for higher as well to this area. Yep, so this is regarding Ethereum. Let's move to Solana on the 4 hours chart as well. Well, with Solana, of course, don't forget we are still looking at a potential scenario which it can be still bullish here. Looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, wave 3, 4, and a 5 there as wave 1, which is a leading diagonal, of course, can be, and followed by a very complex structure here, can be an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, currently wave 4 unfolded, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 5. Maybe finished truncated, yeah, so this is our bullish scenario, truncation, and then pushing for higher before even hitting the 0.786, which is the perfect fib level anyway for wave 2. So this is a perfect zone anyway to push for higher. So if this is a wave 5 truncated there, therefore it might be a reversal signal for Solana. And we might see here something, of course, pushing for higher. Currently, I'm estimating a double 1-2, of course, where the wave 2 here honestly did not reach the 0.38. So whether it is very in a bullish sentiment or it is a zigzag, guys. Okay, so we gotta be careful. It might be, of course, an A, B, and a C, and because, of course, we didn't took the minimum requirement fib level for a wave 2, right? Therefore, bringing higher possibility for wave B and wave C upward. Now, currently, this move there on the 15-minute chart, obviously, it is something, of course, can be a 1, 2, 3. Now, wave 4, it has interfered, yeah, with zone 1. So I cannot count this even as an impulse. Otherwise, I have to count it simply as a 1, 2 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, but this is, of course, definitely an expanding diagonal. Wave 5 longer than wave 3, wave 3 longer than wave 1, wave 4 has to interfere with the zone 1. So everything is checked for an expanding diagonal. Now, why I am convinced with it? Because I cannot take an A, B, and a C there. The wave B is very, very high here as an expanding flat Fibonacci level. If you take it from there, you will check, of course, the wave B here as an expanding flat there. You can see we have overshooted the 1.38. And we're still, of course, corrective here and potentially still looking for higher. And that means, of course, I cannot really consider this as corrective. I have to consider it as a motive wave expanding diagonal, which it can be of course another 1-2 here, and pushing for higher still after 3 waves down, potentially 1-2, and then 3-4-5. I would like to see a wave 3 to unfold massively, of course, toward the upside for Solana. Now, what to watch, of course, as a key levels. Key levels to be watched, of course, is this 1-to-1 fib level in case we are in a zigzag. So at least this will be our target even. Yeah, so $131 for wave C in a zigzag, basically, in case it is. You would like to see, of course, a rebound from there. Now, in case we break it, this is a signal that we are bullish in a wave 3 there, in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, don't forget, of course, 0.38 not taken, so yeah, we gotta be careful with it. If we take a look also at Solana with the 1-minute chart here, we can see also clearly that the sellers are trying to pushing down, but they failed over there. The price was still pushing for higher until invalidation of the bearish again, of course, and we still have a bullish signal there unfolding for Solana. So still higher prices, very, very likely over there for Solana. Great. Let's move to SUI finally for this video. So for SUI as well, on the 4 hours chart here, we are looking also at something very bearish there, that it has unfolded a wave 1, 2, potentially wave 3, 4, and a 5 again. If the wave 5 is finished, which I doubt it a little bit with SUI, because yeah, I mean, we have kind of like a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. So a wave 4 still expected potentially here for SUI. We didn't took the low, and of course we have several 886 here. So very likely still, of course, that SUI might get a new low potentially here. And even internally, I see weakness. Yeah, so I don't see the same happening for SUI like Ethereum and Solana, because both they have 1-2, double 1-2, while SUI is still ranging very, very sideways in a very, very choppy way. That is horrible price action here. Yeah, that is a horrible, very horrible one. I never saw such a volatility, and at the same time very sideways. So in this very complex structure, I am not sure. Of course, it has to be something as WXNY definitely here, but it's a very, very complex one. Basically, this is your wave Y there in a wave B or a wave 2, but I doubt that it's a wave 2. It is very likely a wave B in case we don't push for lower there. But basically, this can be a W there, an X, and a wave Y. So your W is something like that, W. You have an X here, or even a very fast X there, and then ABC for a wave Y, yeah. So very, yeah, it's a very, very choppy one, guys. For SUI is not looking, it's an ugly one. But yeah, if we are corrective, that means, of course, we drop down, okay? The trend still, of course, for lower prices there. And despite that, you might have kind of like an impulse here if it is a wave A. Now, it can be the wave B, but I don't know why SUI is finding a lot of difficulties here to push for higher, okay? So it's not showing strengths. And if we take a look also on the KGT, look, even on the KGT, it is bearish, okay? There is a bearish signal. At the same time, bullish, that means, of course, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's like a war between bullish and bearish here. Very, very choppy price, guys. So stay away right now with SUI until a price decision, guys. This is very horrible, honestly. Yeah, so trade safe with SUI, guys. Yep, so that was it for Ethereum and Solana and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.